Hi, I'm Oscar Garcia, OG3 Barbecue, Harlingen, Texas, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
All right, welcome in, guys. Welcome to another edition of the So Smokin Gooder Show. My name is Robert Roach, and I'm coming to you from the Bullhorn headquarters in Cypress, Texas. As you can see, my show partner, Mr. Case Hahn, is not in today, so that means I will be Han solo. No Case today, which is okay. We'll get him back next week for the final week of this 5-part series, showcasing some American Royal veterans, guys that have been there, done that, maybe even won the event, as we have a gentleman on tonight that has actually won the open contest. So that is Mr. Blane Hunter. We'll have him on in just a couple of minutes. We also got a special treat at the bottom of the hour. We're going to have the ladies from the National Turkey Federation, Miss Leslee Odin and Beth Breeding. They are going to be on to talk about everything that's involved with the turkey category coming up at the American Royal. There's a lot of questions about what is allowed, what is not allowed, what can you put in a box, what can't you put in a box. So they're here to answer all of those questions. So that should be a real treat. But yeah, as I mentioned, Case is not going to be here. We wish him well. We'll see him next Wednesday. But as for Bullhorn, we are getting ready for a contest, a CBA contest. We're going to be going to Pasadena this weekend to compete in the Gabriel's Angels event. There is still plenty of room. If you want to get in on that event, you can still check us out at cbabbq.com and register for that event. But yeah, we are in full American Royal prep. As you guys know, I don't do too many KCBS contests. I did do some practice this weekend on some chicken legs. I've been running a lot of thighs, but I did a practice on some chicken legs. Didn't go so well. Didn't go as well as I hoped it would. But maybe I'll throw some pointers over to, or maybe Blane will throw some pointers over to me about that. Yeah. So that was probably round 2 of my chicken leg foray, and it didn't go so well, but we were still work on that. I still have 2 more, like 3 more. No, we're coming up on it. 2 more weeks till the Royal, guys. 2 more weeks. It's Wednesday. In 2 weeks, I will be on the grounds at the Kansas Speedway. So that is coming up quick. So I probably have, I need to get my chicken game up to par because I do not want that to hurt. Anyway, yes, Monty McDonald, what's up? How are you? So before we get to any further, let's get a shout out to our great sponsors. We do appreciate you guys that are sponsoring the show. Here we go. Shout out to our great sponsors, Rec Tech, Cosmos Q Products, Texas Pepper Jelly, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, LC Barbecue, Rick's RV Rentals and Repairs, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Jay Harding and Company, Texas Oil Dust, Bullprint Wraps and Graphics, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin Gooder. Yeah, shout out to our sponsors. Thank you very much. Bill Purvis with a big grand champion last weekend. One of our sponsors. Appreciate you, Bill, with Chicken Fried Barbecue Grinds. So let's get to them. As I mentioned, we're going to have Blane Hunter with Porky Butts Barbecue. He is the 2016 KCBS Team of the Year. He also won the King of the Smoker that year in 2016, and he is also the 2017 American Royal Open champ. Let's bring him on right now, Mr. Blane Hunter. What is up, Blane? How are you?
Just living the dream in the middle of nowhere, Iowa, getting bitten by mosquitoes.
We appreciate you taking time from your travels. Blane is traveling to, where are you going right now?
I'm heading to Nashville for the Smithfield Classic this weekend.
Very nice. Nashville, beautiful town. I don't know if you're going to get a chance to get in there, but hopefully you get to spend a little time without just doing a contest. But so why are you in the middle of nowhere right now, buddy?
Well, I had drive through Des Moines, Iowa, and pick up Mr. Darren Worth, the king of barbecues, meat and supplies, because I guess I'm his personal assistant. No, I picked up his stuff, and I was heading through southern Iowa, and my generator decided not to work. So we're here at Tractor Supply getting a new battery, and I just went there and bought another generator.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
just in case.
It's a smaller Champion 2000, extra loud, but I needed one for the restaurant, so it's not a big deal.
So did you get the generator up and running, or you don't know yet?
No, I haven't got that far yet. I just walked out of the store and jumped on with you. So
I appreciate.
I'm just fighting mosquitoes and talking barbecue.
Awesome. So what you're on right now is basically a Texas-based barbecue show. We've been doing a series, a 5-part series. This is part 4 with you. But we've got American Royal vets. We've had Chris Schaefer on. We had Sterling Smith on. We had Megan Day. And now we got you, Blane Hunter.
Awesome.
But you are the first. You're the first one that we've had on this actually won the damn thing. But let's back up. Introduce yourself. And, I don't like to do that whole show. But how did you get your start and whatever? But people may not know you that watched this show. So please introduce yourself.
No, I'm Blane Hunter from Porky Butts BBQ. Started cooking when I was a little kid with my dad, growing up in Houston.
Uh-oh. Lost him for a second. He was gonna say Houston. I know. There he is. Hey, you froze when you froze when you said Houston.
I probably startled everybody in Texas by saying Houston. No, yeah, I grew up in Houston. I started cooking competition barbecue in 2013. A friend of mine asked me for about a year to get into it. Cooked 13, 14, just enjoying a lot of beers on a homemade cooker, and then decided in 15 start taking a little more serious, and that's when we started having some success. We won a few contests. Actually won the last 3 contests of 2015, and then 16 obviously is when we won Team of the Year, and then 17 we went to that small contest in Kansas City and had 3 good calls, a first, a second, and a 14th for the grand champion.
Houston, H-Town. I'm from Houston. That's where the show is actually starting. So what part of Houston did you grow up in?
So we were on the southwest side. We were actually right over by Reliant, right off of Stella Link. I don't know if you know that area very well, but I lived there till middle school, and then we moved down to Crystal Beach, down on the Bolivar Peninsula.
Oh, down in Galveston. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Well,
that's why I was in Humble, actually. I met a bunch of my high school buddies, and my brother still lives in right outside the Woodlands. So we went and met those guys down in Texas and decided to cook that comp.
I bet they were pretty impressed with your setup and everything, huh?
Yeah. My friends, they were impressed with the judges. I think I may have gagged them or choked them because they didn't like my food down there.
So when you go to a contest like that and they say 50% are not certified, what is that? What are you thinking in your head when you hear that?
I'm thinking, I wish I was cooking on cans. That's what I was thinking.
Get some smoke.
I took Brad Leininger's cans down there, and I immediately wanted them back because I knew when I heard that, I'm like, I'm in trouble.
You want more smoke? Is that what you're saying?
I want more smoke, and I want that grill flavor. I mean, most people are familiar with the grill flavor cooking in their backyard. So, I mean, anytime I hear it, I know they say dirty it up or backyard it up, which I think is really good at the Royal as well.
What is the percentage do you feel that are they all certified? Or I know some of them get
the invitational will be all certified, but I've heard they're all close. But I mean, I think there's a lot of celebrity judges at the Open, and there's also a lot of first time judges because there's a huge judging class on Thursday night. So I think a lot of those people judge their first ever contest. They judge is 2 days later, 3 days later.
Right. Yeah, they get certified, and then that's their first event. So that might bode well for some Texas teams. So there's a lot of Texas teams going up for the first time. Have you heard the total? I wonder how many team counts there is. It larger?
I did a rough just count from that list, and it was 400 and some. I know the young lady from the turkey smoke you're having on next. She had a pretty close number last time I talked to her.
Oh, good. Well, we'll
definitely at the Arlington contest I was at a couple weeks ago.
We're definitely. You have any ties to? Are you a sports fan, Blane?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a. I don't know if I can say this out loud, but I am a Texans fan still.
you can. It's not. We're not proud.
This show, I'm friendly here, and I'm in Chiefs country, so Texans aren't a
That's true.
Yeah, I was actually at that Chiefs Texans playoff game.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, it was the best,
20
quarter and a
minutes
half of football I've ever seen.
That's 20 minutes. Yeah, it was. We were.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me, "Hey, you're going," because there was a cook-off that next week, and they was like, "Well, I guess you're not going to that." I was like, "Too early. Don't say nothing." So
Yeah.
I was at the cook-off the next week because there was no playoff game. That sucks.
No.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you still have some ties to Houston. That's awesome for the
Absolutely.
For the sports.
My dad actually cooked the Houston Livestock Show for many years.
Really?
So, and that, when I qualified after winning the Royal and I got to go down and cook Champions Row with those guys down there, that was probably one of the best experiences of barbecue I've ever had.
Very nice. You got some big dogs in the house. Dennis Butterworth, Phil Breeden, and Bill Purvis. They say hello.
Awesome.
Manny Moreno. He's in the house.
Never heard of that guy.
We'll see all those guys coming up in a couple of weeks. So that's a pretty quick rise from starting in 2013 to winning King of the Smoker and Team of the Year. Did it just was it easy for you? What did you were you?
No, I mean, it wasn't easy. Nothing's easy, especially in barbecue with all the variables that are involved in it. No, it's so I have a culinary background. I've been cooking my entire life. So
oh, nice.
And I've been grilling my whole life. So it was probably a little easier than most because I understand meat a little more than the average guy. But competition barbecue is it's a unique animal, and just it's the attention to detail from the culinary side helped me a lot. But yeah, it was definitely a struggle, and it helped when I stopped drinking at comps and stopped partying and going to bed a little earlier. And my wife got involved is actually what I'm trying to say. When she put down that gauntlet of that, dude, you're going to do this and you're going to get drunk every week, and you might as well just stay in your backyard.
That's a fair point. Fair point.
Yeah.
How many guys out there that you know of that have that culinary background? I know Tuffy, obviously, he's well known for having that. I didn't know that you had.
Yeah, that. there's a few of them. I mean, these mosquitoes are crazy. Anyways, there's a few of them out there, but a lot. I mean, it's hard to find them that have success. I mean, because there's some challenges because you get stuck in your, you try to. I mean, you leak off the middle of the road a lot of times when you're in the culinary world. So you're trying new stuff, and that's what gets me in trouble so much. I like to dabble and try new stuff, and it gets me in trouble at comps. But I know there's a few guys out there that had some success, like Tuffy, and Brad's got he's not a trained chef, but he's a pretty dang good chef, a Lineker from Getting Basted.
Really?
But,
okay. Yeah.
There's some guys out there that can cook.
Yeah, that's I always find that interesting as far as what you bring or what the knowledge that you have and how that applies, because everybody says barbecue's simple, right? Keep it simple. But there are some things you can take and maybe do some techniques that we're not doing, and bring that forward.
And some of the trimming and stuff that I've been around nice my whole life, and I've taken many meat cutting classes, so breaking down animals is easy. So I mean that kind of helped a lot. So
let's KCBS Team of the Year. Somebody asked, is that a world championship? I have
that's been a debate for 4 or 5 years now.
So
I always said it was a national championship because we were competing nationally, and I think it sounds good when you say you're the U.S. champion. But I mean, the whole world championship thing is, I think, it's crazy. There's no true world championship. I mean, you can call, I guess the Royal just because there's tons of teams from all over the world, and the Jack, but where do you stop? And what sanctioning body is the ultimate?
That's where the rub. That's where the rub is, right? Is KCBS the ultimate? And I don't know. There's a lot of good cooks in all sanctioning bodies.
No, it's absolutely. Yeah. There's good cooks in all sanctioning, and there's just there's good cooks that have never won the Royal, but they've won a lot of contests. And I don't say that just because I won the Royal or Mudville won the Royal makes us better than them. There's just good cooks.
You know better than anyone how to win it, or what it takes. But obviously, putting out good food and then obviously having some luck.
You got to have some serious luck. I mean, I was talking to someone on the way down, actually Sterling from Big Papa. We were just talking about an hour ago because we both won the Royal, and there's 150 people that are probably turning in some of the best food they turned in all year that day at that contest. And at the end of the day, you just got to get lucky. I mean,
yeah,
because I've gone there and gotten 86, and I've gone there and won the thing back-to-back years. So it's you got to have good meat, you got to cook well, and you got to get lucky. And that's why it's amazing a guy like Darren's won it 3 times,
That guy's amazing. Somebody
Yeah.
asked me who was on my Mount Rushmore of barbecue, and I've never met Darren, but I put him up there just because I respect him so much as what
Oh
he does.
yeah,
Um,
he'd be my top. I mean, he's kind of a barbecue idol for me. So I'm not a good person to, but he's the number one guy for me. Just because he's always shown up at all the big contests, and the big contests are where it's at.
I was going to ask you, but at the end, but since we're talking about Darren, I've seen some funny videos of him talking about your black smoke coming out of your.
Yeah, he was riding me hard that weekend, but that was a lot of intentional. I mean, I was once again, you were talking about judging, and depending on where I'm at, sometimes I'll run a little dirtier. The Royal is one of those places.
Pro tip.
Yeah, I mean, look at the teams that won it, man. I'm telling you, it's you gotta hit that tenderness, but I'm telling you, sometimes a little smoke doesn't hurt you.
So let's talk about that day at the American Royal, since this is an American Royal show. Real quick, your first one. You remember? Tell me about your first one. What year was that, and how'd you do? How'd you wind up doing? And maybe your practice level. What were you thinking going into that thing? As to now, how do you feel about? It's probably another contest for you now. I don't know, but
yeah. I mean, they kind of all run together now. But I remember my first one like no other. I took a 750-gallon stainless steel offset smoker, about a half a quart of wood, and 2 green eggs. I had enough cooking space for about 600 people. But yeah, no, I read up and I studied a lot. I was doing a lot of barbecuing at the time, and my buddy who actually got me into it, he owned the name Porky Butts, and he tried for a year to get me into this contest, and I finally, it's my hometown contest. I said, let's do it. A month out, we signed up. I prepped, and I told him I'd do everything but the chicken. He had to trim the chicken. But we did all right. I mean, I think we finished middle of the pack, of the 19th out or 21st out of 40 teams. So I mean, we didn't kill it, but we also didn't shit the bed, I guess.
Right.
But we had a great time, and we maybe drank too much. And my brother, he likes to have a lot of fun. He was kind of a bad influence that night, opening the smoker every 2 seconds to make garlic toast and stupid things like that. But, from where we are from there to now, it's night and day.
Yeah.
But we had a good time that first contest, and I cooked that contest every single year.
And what year was that? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
That was 2013.
That was 2013.
Yep, that was 2013.
So let's fast forward to 17, the day you won. That was how'd you do in the invitational the day before?
So in the invitational the day before, I got 31st. I may have been overserved that day. I drank a few too many shots, lucky shots going into the I drank a whole pitcher of watermelon shots from Dirt Road Barbecue. So I was a little sloppy when I did but I mean, between you and I wanted to win the Open because my dad with the, Houston, and I tried getting in Houston for 2 years, and you know how it's almost impossible. So they told me the only way to get in is if I had to win the Jack or win the Royal. And I actually, I don't want to sound arrogant or cocky, but that morning I called my dad and I said, we're going to Houston this year. I told him we were going to win the Royal. And, I was just half bullshitting him, but I told him, I said, we're going to win the Royal today. And I knew I had really, really good meat. So it was probably the best meat I cooked all year, and we were cooking well. So after chicken, we had really good chicken turn in, and we were really, really happy with our chicken. Ribs were the one I was like, they tasted good. They looked good. They just were a little tight, and we ended up getting 14th in ribs. Wow. But our pork and brisket that day were as good as I've ever turned in competition barbecue. I mean, I knew that our pork and brisket were good, and we got a 180 tied for first, and took second in pork, and we got the perfect in brisket and won the brisket category. And when we won the brisket category, I had a pretty good chance that we were going to have a good day.
That sounds like you would be very confident, but you never know, right?
No, it's the Royal, man.
Yeah.
T-Mac one year got like a first, a third, and a fifth, and 400 and something in chicken for no top 10.
Yeah, that's it's crazy. That's what I like about these scoring systems. They reward the entire cook, not just a particular category. So you win the deal. That you're was it life changing? Did anything happen after you win the American Royal?
No, I mean, I got home and Monday morning, and my wife still made me take out the trash. No, not too much changed at all in my life. I got an auto bid to the King of the Smoker, and 2 months later won that. So that was the only thing that really changed. But we had, winning the Royal was, there's nothing cooler than standing on that stage, holding that trophy and looking at all your peers. And it's it'll bring tears to your eyes. I mean, it's one of those moments that I think, there's only one other barbecue moment that I think that was close, and I wish everyone can experience, and 2 people will this year, so it's exciting.
Yeah, that's we got to see Fred win in 19. Obviously, we didn't have it last year, but yeah, just the emotions that he was showing, I can't imagine. It's and
I was almost, and I wish I could take it back now, but I was so excited that I was going to Houston and was going to be able to cook with my dad at the Houston Livestock Show. I cheered about Houston all the way to the stage, and I wish I would have enjoyed the moment a little more and talked more about winning the Royal and less about, qualifying for Houston. There's a video when I'm walking up the stage, I'm giving Darren a big hug because he was in Houston for winning the Jack already. So him and I were winning Houston the year before. So we were going together, and we're just going nuts and celebrating, and it was a fun experience.
How was your experience in Houston?
Oh, Houston. I mean, Randy Polly and the Holy Cow Cookers team, they treat us like kings, and, and I had a
great spot.
Yeah, we had a great group of people in Houston. It was Darren and JD and myself, and I forget who else was there. Oh, Rocky Top. And it was just, we had a great time in Houston. And I definitely want to go back there sometime.
Well, great, man. So again, a lot of first timers coming up. And you kind of mentioned your first time, but what's, you have any kind of advice for a first timer going up the Royal? It's a daunting task when you don't know about it, especially teams that don't cook a lot of KCBS. So you have any word of advice for these guys that are going up?
Man, it's just a contest. Just go in there. Just compete against yourself and turn in good food. I'd recommend finding Darren and go to whatever table he's going to be on, because he seems like pick the magical one every time. But other than that, I'd say just cook your cook. And I do run a little dirtier at the Royal, and I sauce everything. So I don't leave anything unsauced, and make sure you have a good full flavor, because some of those not so developed palates they're gonna feed off of sugar and salt. So I would make sure it's seasoned. But yeah, it's just a cook.
Awesome. Hey, I appreciate you doing that. Blane is on the way to a contest, obviously, and he took the time to stop on the side of the road and fix his generator, but also take the time to get on the show. So
I'm really just hauling meat for Darren, and probably haul meat down for Darren, and I'll probably haul trophies back for Brad. That's usually what I do.
Hey, real quick, a lot of these Texas teams that are actually here, Dennis, Phil, Lee Hickle, Bill Purvis, what do you think of them kind of taking the whole year to go heavy in KCBS this year?
Oh, I think it's awesome. It's nice seeing new people out there, and they're all a great group of guys.
Yeah, they are.
I ran into them all down in Atlanta, and it's fun to see them have success, because KCBS guys are sometimes get a little hoity-toity, and I think if you get some new blood in here and get some guys out there having success, it's awesome. And it's just nice seeing new blood out there. We need more people in KCBS. With the contest numbers are down, so the more we can get into new people into the contest, is the better.
Absolutely. Well, we claim you. You're a Texas cook now.
Yeah, Texas has got a couple Royals.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, have a safe trip the rest of the way, and good luck this weekend. And I'll come see you. I'll come find you in a couple weeks at the Royal, buddy.
Sounds good.
All right, Blane. Thanks you very much. Yes, absolutely. There he was, Blane Hunter with Porky Butts BBQ. I can talk to him a lot more, but I wanted to cut that short because I know he's traveling and he's on his way to Nashville, Tennessee for a big contest. So thank you for taking the time out to come and spend a few moments here on the So Smokin Gooder show. And again, like I said, here in just a few minutes, we're going to have the ladies from the National Turkey Federation. If you guys have questions about turn-ins or what is going to be provided for you, they are here to answer all of those questions. But before we get to any of that, I also want to do another shout out to our great sponsors. Thank you. Shout out to our great sponsors: Tech, Cosmos Q Products, Texas Pepper Jelly, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, LC Barbecue, Rick's RV Rentals and Repairs, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Jay Harding and Company, Texas Oil Dust, Bullprint Wraps and Graphics, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin Gooder Show. All right, that marks our second American Royal champion to come on the So Smokin Gooder Show. Fred Robles, obviously, he's been on the show a couple of times, and now Blane Hunter with Porky Butts Barbecue. That's pretty awesome. So maybe we'll have a third at the end of in a couple of weeks. So maybe somebody that's been on the show will win. You'll never know. You never know. Or maybe someone hosting the show. You never know. It could happen. It could happen. All right, let's get to them. We're going to have Leslee Odin and Beth Breeding from the National Turkey Federation. Hello, ladies. How are you guys?
We're great. How are you?
We're great. Well, I'm great. Case is not here, but I'm great. Appreciate you guys taking the time as well. Where are you guys located at right now?
We're in Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. Is that the home of the National Turkey Federation?
It is. It is Turkey Smoke HQ.
Turkey Smoke HQ. We call this Bullhorn HQ. So thank you again for coming on the show. So y'all reached out to us a couple of weeks ago to let's get the word out on what is going on with turkey at the American Royal. So let's back up. How did y'all get started in competition barbecue? I mean, what prompted? I can see why, and I love how it's growing. But how did that come about? You know, meetings prior to that. Let's get involved, or what happened here?
Yeah, it's been a kind of a long time coming, really. You know, we represent the turkey industry, the farmers, the processors, and pretty much everyone in between. And we were just looking for another great way to kind of spread the word about turkey. We know it's great at the holidays, but it's awesome in smoking and grilling and barbecue. And we honestly, you know, after talking with our members and doing a little bit of market research, you know, we're like, why not competition barbecue? I mean, this is an awesome group of people. And it just makes sense. There's already a lot of turkey in Texas barbecue restaurants. Leslie is my resident Texan here.
Absolutely. Best.
Yeah. So, you know, it kind of started from there. And interestingly enough, our first barbecue competition was the American Royal in 2017. So we kind of started with the big one. And we loved it. And this year will be our fourth turkey smoke at the Royal. So we're really excited.
Yeah, and it's definitely evolved over the years for sure. But one of the great aspects of this is that this is an industry-wide campaign that we've started with the turkey industry. We love that all of our members get to be involved in this and promoting turkey on the grill.
That's awesome. And in American Royal was your very first one. That's the big.
Go big or go home.
We've learned a lot since then, for sure.
Absolutely. So, how many teams competed in that very first year? And do y'all have an idea how many are signed up for this year?
Yeah, we have really good news for us. We're so excited. Our first year we had right around 70 teams. Between like 70, 75. This year we're at 275. So we're very excited and really looking forward to it.
Yep.
Let's back. I know Blane said that you guys maybe have an idea how many teams they're expecting at the Royal this year. Do you have that a number?
I think it's around 450.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. That's a lot of participation from the teams that are already going to be out there doing turkey smoke. So that's encouraging. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
So for teams that may not know, I've participated at the Royal during turkey smoke, and you guys provide some turkey as well. So what is the process for 2021 this year? What's going on with turkey smoke?
Yeah, well, we've got two great partners that are going to co-sponsor with us for the American Royal, and that's Honeysuckle White and Butterball. You've probably seen them down the Turkey Smoke Trail at other KCBS events that we've done, and other events like Memphis in May, and other events across the country. But we're really excited to promote those two brands with us, since we have such a large number of contestants and teams. We think it's a great way to showcase turkey's versatility, and we're proud to have Honeysuckle White and Butterball. The process is, the biggest thing is that you've needed to sign up through the American Royal. All of the competitors will get a free product. All of our product is donated by our wonderful companies that we get to represent. Pickup for that free turkey product is going to be Friday morning from 10 to 2. And correct me if I'm wrong.
12 to 2.
12 to 2.
Yeah.
See, I got to read my notes. But from 12 to 2, we'll also have a second pickup time on Saturday following the Cooks meeting. If folks can't come over to our booth number is 216. So be sure to put it in your American Royal GPS and come by and see us. We're going to be conveniently located over by KCBS in the judging tent this year.
Yeah, y'all are actually real close to me. Apparently, I'm 206. So,
good
great
neighbors.
it can't be that far away. Yes, they moved the judging location really near where I'm at. So I'm excited about that. So Friday 12 to 2 and Saturday there wasn't time. Was there a time for that?
It's right after the Cooks meeting, so probably about 10 to 11, right before the first turn-ins for the Invitational.
Awesome. So I read a little bit of the rules, but I'd like y'all to kind of explain. So what can they put in a box? What can't they put in a box? I saw no ground turkey, right? So no ground turkey. So we want breasts, turkey breasts. Or that's what y'all are providing, right?
Yeah, we're providing a boneless skin-on turkey breast. They're about 4 to 5 pounds each, probably, and really good product. Already has a little bit of an injection in it. So for folks who are thinking about brining or injecting it, just keep that in mind. But the rules are, we don't want folks to get caught up on the rule side. It's very important to know, but treat it like your regular KCBS cooks. The garnish is a green garnish. So the kale, the parsley, the lettuce, or no garnish whatsoever. That's really a big one for us. We want to make sure that everyone's kind of starting off on the same boxes as everybody else. But from there, you can get creative. We want turkey to be the star of the entry. Hopefully the judges are going to taste a little bit of turkey in what you give them. But we see people getting really creative with it and going kind of all out, or, a lot of times at the end of the day, it's a really simple smoked sliced turkey that takes home first place. So it's a little bit of everything, but you're free to get creative or just really, perfect the most basic thing.
Yeah, and making sure you have at least 6 pieces for those judges. That's the big key there.
You can go more though, right?
You can obviously go more,
and
for sure.
I mean, they love that, right? Because they get to enjoy the grazing table and all that. But you are allowed to have, this is a difference from KCBS. You can have toothpicks as long as they're identifiable. Normal KCBS cook, you cannot do that. But for this, you could. So if you want to do a skewer or toothpick a sandwich together, as long as you can see it, it's okay.
A great thing, maybe an example for folks that are like, oh, well, can I put down a bed of mashed potatoes and put my turkey on top of that? No, that one's going to be, you're going to receive a nice little 1 for that one. But so those are just some key items to, think about when you're looking over the rules and like, oh, I want to do mashed potatoes. No go.
No go. So it's got a, green or no garnish in the box. Somebody asked, is it too late to sign up?
Well, the answer is it's not too late to sign up, but we do have a waiting list. So we encourage you to get on the wait list. If someone decides that they want to drop out or isn't able to do it, then we will absolutely move down the list. And I mean, everybody knows what happens at these events. Sometimes people's schedules get crazy, life gets in the way, and we like to be a little bit flexible if we can.
Absolutely. So the turn-in is Saturday for the
actually we're Sunday.
It is Sunday before the chicken turn-in. Is that right?
At 11:30, right before
Okay.
chicken. So we're the first turn-in of the day on Sunday.
Wow, that's awesome. That's great. So I have some what y'all sent me some photos earlier. I want to let me see if I can get that larger.
Yeah, we have a lot of teams that ask us when we try to travel to as many turkey smoke competitions through our KCBS Team of the Year points chase that we have going on right now. We have several events out along with the Royal that's coming up. Yeah. And we're always asked out on the barbecue trail, well, what's winning? And we can honestly sit here and tell you that we've seen everything win. We've seen folks that are going the waffles route. We've seen folks going sandwiches, tacos, but then also just good old fashioned sliced turkey with some sauce on it. So, the Royal is an animal in of itself, but get creative. But also, stick to the true barbecue techniques that you have and what's won for you in the past.
So, okay, I figured it out how to show the deal. Are y'all able to talk about the entries?
Yeah, we can tell you a little bit.
All right, here we go. I'm going to bring it to this. There we go. This is like y'all mentioned, a straight up sliced turkey.
This is just straight up sliced turkey. Clearly, someone trimmed down their turkey breasts a little bit. These are pretty large turkey breasts that you're going to get. So
yeah, don't be overwhelmed by it. We've had several teams when they come to pick it up, they're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do with this? You can trim it down. You don't just have to smoke that whole thing. We've seen a lot of teams really get into showing some of their knife techniques and trimming it down so that it's kind of that competition grade style meat.
Nice. All right, here we got a what is this? Y'all remember or no?
So this is actually the winner of the Memphis in May this year, of Turkey Smoke at Memphis in May. Nice. And this is essentially turkey breast wrapped in bacon.
Yeah, I kind of guess their play on what could be like a turkey burn-in almost.
Oh, nice. Turkey
breast. But the big thing we want to express here too is that you can have other proteins involved in the making of your box. The biggest thing that we emphasize to all of the judges is that turkey must be the star protein. So if they're going in there and all they're seeing is bacon wrapped something, they're going to think this is a bacon dish. So keep that in mind as you're thinking about what you want to do, and that you can have bacon in it. Bacon is delicious. We get it. But just be mindful that how the judges may think of that from an appearance standpoint and even taste too.
Lee Hickle, those turkeys are as big as a brisket. Very nice size.
Yeah. We have several of our companies, actually, the Honeysuckle White, they like to refer to theirs as the Trisket.
The Trisket. Nice. All right, let's look at some more real quick, because this is I like this. Here's
this is a roulade, and it actually just won our KCBS event out in Kanab, Utah, the Western Legends Barbecue, just a couple of weeks ago. So you're seeing folks doing roulades, stuffing it, rolling it, a little bit of everything.
Very nice. What do we have here? It looks like kebabs.
Yeah, right here we have just a good old traditional turkey kebab. Got some veggies in there as well, but just good smoked turkey. I mean, how can you beat it?
An example too of being able to use a toothpick or a skewer or something like that.
Good point, Beth. All right, let's see here. That mushroom?
This is a creative one where, they're turning in a little bit extra for the judges to try. And anyone who's cooked KCBS before knows that the judges have to try whatever's in the box. So since there are two different, items in there, the judge would take one of each to sample.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that we've heard, just some feedback from some of those judges, that folks that may want to stuff something or add cheese to their plate, keep in mind of your ratios to that. When a judge bites into it, we always, all of you test your product before you're turning it in. Do the same with turkey, making sure that when you bite into that, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? And we want that to be turkey.
Absolutely. So we've seen a lot of KCBS entries, but y'all y'all aren't strictly doing KCBS, right? Y'all are going to do other sanctioning bodies, and y'all actually have a points chase. Is that correct?
We do.
Let's talk about the point. People like points chases.
Yeah. And you know what? We are really pumped about it. I guess is the only way to put it. But, folks are getting excited about our Team of the Year points chase. It is through KCBS, but it is a series of 17 competitions this year, including the American Royal, where, folks can earn points and then ultimately be named the first turkey smoke Team of the Year. We have 6 more competitions, including the Royal this year. So there are plenty of opportunities to get those points in. We've got some teams that are chasing it though. So it's not going to be an easy, it might be tough just to jump in. We've got some folks who are truly following.
And the add on to that too, through ours, it's the your top 3 contests go towards your Team of the Year points. So the more contests you're going to, the better opportunity you have to increase your points on that. But just want to clarify that for folks that are looking at our schedule and saying, oh, where can I be? I really want to win this. But we've got some really top teams, and we're excited that they're excited.
That's a very important point. So top 3 finishes go towards your total. That's awesome. So
you asked about other sanctioning bodies. So
yes,
we have done events with the State Cook-Off Association. We've been to the big event at the Shed.
Yeah, the Shed Steak Showdown every year. Shout out to Brad and Brooke and Scotty down at the Shed. We've also done Memphis in May as well. And we're always looking for folks that want to add turkeys to any of your contests. Please feel free to reach out to us. We try to be as responsive as we possibly can, and be upfront that we'd love, if you're wanting to cook turkey, we're down.
Awesome. Yeah, we'd like to get y'all some CBA events. Jackie Milligan, these ladies are very informative.
Well, thanks, Jackie.
Do y'all know Jackie? She's a Billy
We did
badass.
not pay Jackie to say that.
But we will be happy to send her a turkey smoke gift bag.
That is not what I meant by that. I was just saying she kicks ass. She's going to be one of the fire women at the World Food Championships.
Awesome!
She's pretty awesome. Lee Hickle says Beth and Leslie are very enjoyable to talk with. Great people. Yes, you are.
Thank you.
I believe I met you at Leslie anyway at the Shed that very first year.
We bonded over our Texas connection.
That's right. I wound up taking second that week. Thank you very much for that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I did take second to Christina Fitzgerald. So I enjoy cooking these. These are fun. We all get in the same routines of cooking the same proteins that we do at a contest, but it is fun to do another protein like turkey, and it allows you to be creative. So that's the fun aspect of it. You're able to be creative. You're able to do some other stuff. Add another protein as long as turkey is the star. So it is a lot of fun, and I do appreciate you guys getting involved with these contests because, like I said, we do the same things week after week after week. And when we have another protein that we can kind of go outside the box or think a little differently, it is fun to do that. And it's challenging. And I think I'm excited to see the entries that you guys get to,
Yeah, we are too. And I think we would be remiss if we didn't say just thank you to all the folks that have supported us to this point. We know that, 2 girls walking around the parking lot asking to see your turkey entry and try to and say, well, hey, will you do turkey smoke? And there's been a lot of questions, but the barbecue community has just been so welcoming, and we are so appreciative of that. And our members and the companies that we represent here see that and are so excited about the trajectory of turkey in the barbecue world. So keep adding turkey smokes to your contest. Reach out to us. Always follow us on social media. We're a pretty responsive team, and we try to be as responsive as we possibly can.
So when do you ladies arrive on the grounds? And y'all are going to be obviously going around and visiting in it's fun
We
to
have
see
to
y'all
make a
coming around.
stopover at the reigning team of the year.
Woo, woo. Yes, you will.
Yeah,
And like I said,
we actually get in on Tuesday night, so we're going to be there for the duration.
It's a long week.
And you know what? Don't want to rub this in for anyone who's been at the Royal, but we have a golf cart, so if you need a lift, let us know. Our turkey wagon will be happy to oblige.
You know, there was like that was like a big, huge section of the rules. No golf carts, no cars away. And I feel like
we've been very fortunate to persuade our way in and financially persuade our way in. I guess we'd say that. But no, yeah. Please feel free to stop us while we're on the grounds. We'll have our booth, like we said, 216. Come by, stop by, and join us. We may have a few other things up our sleeve, so stay tuned to our social media channels, and we'll be sure to push that out to you guys as those get finalized. But we're just excited to see a lot of folks that we haven't seen yet, and we're also looking forward to connecting with folks that have been doing turkey smokes around the clock.
Awesome. And we're talking turkey, so I got to ask about, Thanksgiving, and obviously you guys, that's like definitely Christmas for you guys, right?
It's our Super Bowl.
It's your Super Bowl, and y'all, I know, Beth, are you there as well at the White House when y'all get to be part of the pardoning of the turkey, of the Thanksgiving turkey? How does that bird get chosen? And we
are very fortunate that we get to collaborate with the White House in the National Thanksgiving Turkey Presentation, and formally everyone calls it the turkey pardoning each year. It's an event, or the pardoning has gone back since 1930.
The presentation 1947.
1947.
So this will be the 74th.
74th. This will be my 11th one that I've been able to be a part of. We're really excited about that. But we have our bosses, which is our executive committee. We have a role of leadership through there. And our chairman that's elected each year gets the honor and pleasure of presenting the president and first lady with the National Thanksgiving Turkey. And we get to go to the White House with it. This year, they'll be coming from Indiana. So we're really excited to highlight our Indiana turkey industry through that. And it's always a fun event. It's the opening of the holiday season, and just encouraging folks to, have a great time with your family and eat turkey and watch some football.
It's the one event a year where we're encouraging you to not smoke your turkeys. You can save that for the next day.
Yeah.
Yes,
we'll spare two and smoke the rest.
It's coming up quick. Here we are, September 1st.
Remind us.
Who would have thunk September 1st already today? How big are those turkeys? Because they look huge. The ones that are.
Well, they were actually hatched in July of this year. They'll be roughly around 19 to 20 weeks of age whenever they come to DC. Those are tom turkeys, which are our male turkeys. We actually, in the turkey industry, fun fact, we raise our females and our males separately because they have their growing stages. So those will be 2 tom turkeys, and they'll roughly be between 40 to 45 pounds. We've had some turkeys even get into the lower 50s. So these guys are trained. They go through training at the farm that they're raised at. They're trained to go through lights and cameras and loud noises. They've got music going on. They're picked up and handled on an everyday basis. And so that they're show ready when it comes time to make the big trip to Washington, D.C.
These are superstars. Apparently.
Yeah, we call them little rock stars when they come to town. Yes. They get a full red carpet and they get to stay at a 5-star hotel. It's pretty great.
They are. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming on the show, because that was very informative. There's a lot of questions going on as far as what can be turned in and whatnot. I think you answered all of them. But if they want to see the rules, how can they see that? Or do you know where to find that?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can visit turkeysmoke.org, and the rules are posted there. Or you can reach out to us on Instagram. We're Turkey Smoke BBQ, and we'd be happy to send you over the link. They're also posted on the American Royal site, too, at americanroyal.com. So plenty of ways to find those rules. If you have questions, just shout. We want to make sure everyone feels comfortable and that we see some awesome turkey entries.
Yep.
Well, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I have some ideas, and I have to practice some more. I don't know if y'all heard my chicken practice didn't go so well, so hopefully my turkey practice goes a little better this time around. But
no offense to our chicken friends, but turkey is the superior bird, so I think it'll probably work a little better for you.
Absolutely.
There you go. So 275 entries this year. That's got to be the most, right?
It is definitely the most. I mean, from going this is our 4th time at the Royal, and starting out at only 70 to 80 teams and going to 275. We've grown every year that we've been a part of the Royal, and we're really excited about that. And so hopefully we'll just continue that trajectory up.
Are the trophies going to be ribbons as well, or y'all have your own?
So the top 3 will get one of our signature trophies. They're this really cool wooden flame with metal on it. They look awesome.
They're awesome.
And then everyone else will get a ribbon. But we do have big news.
Yeah, big news.
For the first time ever, we're paying all the way out to the top 20, I think. Yeah. So it's going to be just like all the other protein categories. So
sweet.
We're paying all the way. So even if you don't get up on the stage, you'll get to take at least a little bit of a cash home.
Thanks to our wonderful members that have allowed us to be able to do that. We hope that will give teams more encouragement to sign up and hopefully hear your name crawled across the stage.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That is great. And if you haven't signed up, I'm sorry, but get on the wait list.
Get on the wait list.
Because
we might just maybe find some magical turkey in our truck. So sign up. It's better to be on the list than not on the list.
Yes. And good luck to everybody cooking that turkey. That's going to be a fun another ancillary category for the American Royal this year. So Leslie, Beth, thank you so much for coming on the show, and we appreciate that. And let's not make this the only time. Y'all been on actually a podcast deal, but this is the live show. So let's not make this the only time because y'all sounds like y'all got a lot of events in the future, and I'd love to hit y'all up. Absolutely. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
See you in a couple of weeks. See ya.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Right. There they are, Leslie and Beth from the National Turkey Federation, Turkey Smoke. Hope you guys have signed up to do that event. We have at Bullhorn Barbecue. We will definitely compete in that along with everything else. We're excited to do it all. All right. So that is going to wrap up the 2 guests. Thank you to Blane Hunter and Leslie and Beth from National Turkey Federation. I do want to go over the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. There was a couple of IBCA events near here. You know, we can't do them all, but we do choose a few. In 5th place at the, where was this at? This was the Johnson County Barbecue Bash, 29 teams, IBCA, top 5, Dwayne Turnbow, Still Smoke, Danny Helms, Barbecue Extreme, Gene Pruitt, One Slice at a Time, Mark Perkinson, Weather Permitting Barbecue, and Jared Kolar, Playing with Fire was the grand champion. Obviously, Mark was the reserve grand champion. And in Silsbee, Texas, at the Silsbee Little League Grand Slam Barbecue Contest, 24 teams in attendance. Top 5, Corbin Stone from Smokin' Donkeys. 4th place, Donald Keene from Smoke Show Barbecue. 3rd place, Trey Fournier from Chokin' on Smoke. Chokin'. It's got to be Chokin' on Smoke. It says Chokin'. It's got to be Chokin' on Smoke. Reserve Grand Champion, Caleb Warden, Kickin' Cajun Smokehouse. Had a lot of Russian voters, apparently. And in 1st place, the grand champion was Jamie Roby from Texas Smoke. Congratulations, Jamie. And then I got to give a shout out to KCBS contest in Mississippi, the Roast in Boast. I'm gonna give a special shout out to 8th place, our boy Mike Seeley, Texas cook, made the trip over there in preparation for the Royal Double S Smokers. 8th place. 5th place was Rankin County Barbecue Company. 4th place, General Lee Smoking. 3rd place, Papa Pig. 2nd, the Reserve Grand Champion, Politically Incorrect Barbecue. Nice name. And the Grand Champion, our boy, Chicken Fried Barbecue. Play the clip. Guess what? We're going to play the clip. There it is. Boom.
Hey, everybody. Phil Breeden. owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
All right, and we're going to do one more sponsor shout out here. Shout out to our great sponsors, Rec Tech Grills, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Cosmos Q Products, Texas Pepper Jelly, Rick's RV Rental and Repair, Holy Smoke Spice Company, Diamond Shine Cleaning Products, J. Harding and Company, Bull Printing, Wraps and Graphics, and The Barbecue Store. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin Gooder Show. All right, thank you, sponsors. I got Phil and Bill in the house. I appreciate that. Sad note, Tomball VFW. We lost a great person, Aunt Carol. If you guys have been to the Tomball VFW cook-off, she is an amazing woman. We lost her today. So sad to say, but she was a great person. Loved getting hugs from her. She was a sweet, funny, and sassy lady that we're all going to miss. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned Aunt Carol. We're definitely going to miss you. And thanks for everything you did for us cookers over at the Tomball VFW. All right. So next week is going to wrap up our 5-part series of this American Royal talk. We've got, well, I don't know exactly. I haven't lined it up exactly. I haven't got the full commitment, but I'm excited about our guests possibly next week. The Texas cook is going to be Mike Seeley from Double S Smokers, who I just mentioned. He's big time, full on prep mode for the American Royal. We're going to have Mike Seeley on next week. And that's going to wrap it up. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to be coming live. Make sure you're following us on YouTube, on TikTok. Phil's big on TikTok right now, Phil. I see you. I see your TikToks. And also here on our Facebook page, we're going to be coming to you live all throughout the weekend from Kansas City Speedway at the American Royal. Excited. That's coming up here in 2 short weeks. It's going to be, I can't believe that it's that close. So this week, Bullhorn Barbecue will be in Pasadena. Next week, we'll be at the Alvin Music Fest. There's also the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic going on that weekend here locally at the Renaissance Festival. So lots of good events coming up. And, of course, we're all getting ready to make that trip to Kansas City. And I'm excited. I'm very excited about our Texas teams going up there. I really feel like it's going to be another Texas win. Let's hope. So, anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I know we came on Wednesday. We've been doing it on Thursday. Fall schedule has come out, baseball schedule. So I have to make sure we plan and do these more consistently. We're trying to get back to Thursday. Apparently more people watch on Thursday. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for tonight on the So Smokin Gooder Show. We'll have Case back next week, and we appreciate you guys sticking around. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much. We're out.